Hi, welcome to NonnasHere. I'm Nonna, and today I am joining the DIY inspiration, and this month's inspiration is autumn. I'm real excited to be joining this collaboration because I love doing autumn crafts. So let's get over to my craft table and I'll show you what I've been doing for this month's autumn craft collaboration. DIY number 1. Now you'll see my crafts are fun, easy, and budget friendly because I get most of my craft supplies from Dollar Tree. And this first one is a placemat that I did get from Dollar Tree. And I am going to use it and fold it up like that to make a pocket. I thought I would use this heavy stapler to staple the ends together to make the pocket, but this stapler is way too heavy for that. And all that happened when I tried to staple the ends was I stapled the placemat to the table, which was not at all what I wanted to do. So I had to go to plan B. I also have these styrofoam blocks that I'm going to cut up and put inside the pocket to hold the flowers. I'm going to use these beautiful orange leaves that I got at Dollar Tree with some white berries that I'm going to stick down into the styrofoam blocks inside the pocket, and these real pretty yellow and orange sunflowers that I also got at Dollar Tree. Okay, so those are the supplies that I'm using for this very easy craft. So the first thing I'm going to do, since the stapler didn't work, I'm going to use my hot glue gun and glue the corners of the pocket down to make a pocket in the placemat. And then I'm going to use these heavy clips to hold the ends down. I got a little extra hot glue there, so I have to clean it off. So I'm going to clean off that hot glue that squeezed out. Then I'm going to take the styrofoam blocks, and I'm going to cut them up and stick them down into the pocket so that I have something to stick the flowers into to hold the flowers and leaves up. So there I go. I just slice up those styrofoam blocks. Now I'm going to take those real pretty orange leaves and cut them into stems. And there were orange pumpkins on them, but I didn't like the orange pumpkins for this craft, so I just put the orange pumpkins aside. And I cut up the branches, the bush, into stems and started to stick them into the styrofoam blocks. Excuse me. But what I found out was my pocket was flapping open, so I had to take some hot glue and glue the top of the pocket down so it wouldn't flap open. All right, so I've stuck all the orange leaves and sunflowers in, and it wasn't quite as full as I wanted it to be, so I had another bush of orange leaves, so I took it and cut up some more stems and stuck those in because I like things to be really full. So I stuck some more orange leaves in, and there we go. There's the pocket all full of sunflowers and orange leaves in my placemat. Now I have some ribbon, some real pretty ribbon from Dollar Tree. It's orange with a gold trim, and I've hot glued it to the back to make a hanger just like that. And I'm showing you my glue gun that I hot glued it on. And there's my placemat pocket holding beautiful orange leaves and sunflowers. I think it came out real pretty. We'll take a better look at it at the final reveal. Well, let me introduce our host for today's autumn inspiration. Our host is Lolly D's Creations and Katie from Lady Red Crafting. And we're very pleased to have with us today Jackie Burns Creations as our guest host. Now I'll have all of the links to their channels down below and the playlist of all the talented creators who are joining in today. You'll want to be sure and check out everyone's channel and video of the crafts that they're doing for autumn inspiration. Remember, you can subscribe to anyone's channel. They would love it if you would subscribe to their channels. It's free. And don't forget to give them a thumbs up for all their hard work of doing their crafting to share with you today. And if you haven't subscribed to NonnasHere, now would be the perfect time to do it. Just hit that subscribe button. It's free. Then remember to hit the bell and the word all so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And at the end of this video, I hope you'll comment and tell me which one of my crafts was your favorite. All right, let's get back to my craft table so I can show you my next craft. Autumn Inspiration DIY number 2. All right, another easy one with supplies from Dollar Tree. So I have these 2 craft crates. I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in maize or yellow. I have these really pretty mini sunflowers. I have maple leaves, which I'm not going to use, but I had them out just in case. I have these 2 pumpkins that I had left over from the first craft, and I got into my stash bag and pulled out some little things that I had left over, these berries, just some little things that I had in my bag of miscellaneous things that I might be able to use with those mini sunflowers. Okay, so I like to pull out different things that I can use as I go along. There's another pumpkin from that first craft that I didn't use. I also have some styrofoam blocks that are going to go into the craft crates. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint all 4 sides and a little bit of the inside of the crates. I always paint a little bit of the inside just in case anything from the inside shows. So I'm painting them with the yellow maize, and now I'm going to stack them, and I'm using a little bit of super glue and hot glue gun. The hot glue gun is for the immediate hold, and the super glue is for the long-term hold. And I'm stacking them as a tier flower box, but off center. All right. And so again, the hot glue squeezed out. So I'm cleaning that up as I go along, and there I have it. Now I'm going to put the styrofoam in. I'm going to chop it up like a jigsaw puzzle and fill in the crates there. I'm going to cut up those mini sunflowers and stick them in just however I like them that makes it look pretty. I've added some berries and some miscellaneous pieces that I had to fill in. Looks real pretty. So now I have some stickers that I got at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take those stickers, and on the top box I've put in hello, and on the bottom box it says fall, and that's my DIY number 2. Take a better look at it at the final reveal. Autumn Inspiration DIY number 3. So I have this vase. I have chalk paint in elephant and sandstone. Now I'll tell you right now, the vase did not come out the color I wanted it to, but sometimes you just have to work with it. So I have these beautiful natural pumpkin picks, and they're actually in 3 different color tones, okay? And I have some bright yellow mums, and I have some dark red mums, and I have some sandstone chalk paint, and I have some elephant chalk paint, and later on I'm going to use some antique wax paint because I'm trying to get the vase to be in a brown, but it came out more pewter and I just had to live with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean off the vase with some alcohol to make sure it's clean. And then I took my pouncer and I took the sandstone and I went all over the vase with the sandstone. Then I took the elephant and I went over the sandstone with the elephant. And it wasn't brown like I wanted it to be, so I took the antique wax and went over that. And it still didn't make it brown. It came out more pewter, but sometimes things don't come out like your original vision, and you just have to go with it. So I went with it. So this is how the vase came out. And it's more of a pewter color than a brown color, but it's okay, I liked it. So there we go. So now I'm going to take my mums, didn't use the leaves, and my beautiful natural pumpkin picks, and I'm going to take the styrofoam and I'm going to make the square blocks into rounds by chopping them up. And I'm going to put them into the bottom of the vase because I need something to hold those mums. Then I'm going to cut the mums up into stems, separate stems. And I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to put it in the bottom of the vase to hold the styrofoam rounds because I don't want them slipping around. And I'm actually going to put in 2 styrofoam rounds because that vase is pretty tall. So I put glue in the bottom of the vase and put the first round down just like that. Then I put more glue in there. See? Then I put more glue in there and I stick the second styrofoam round down. And it takes a little bit of doing to make a square block into a round, but I did it. Now I'm going to just stick those mums in every way that I want to make it look pretty. And then I'm going to take those beautiful natural pumpkin picks and stick those in and make a bouquet. Very easy, very simple. All right, so I've got my bouquet made. Now I have some of that orange ribbon and I am down to the very last. So I made a little bow and I'm going to put that on the front of the vase with some hot glue. But no, there wasn't enough hot glue on there, so we have to put some more hot glue on there. Okay, I finished up that ribbon. It's all gone. So I got that on there, but I want to make the ends of the ribbon come down the vase and look real pretty. So I'm going to hot glue the ends of the ribbon down the way I want them to be so they look real pretty. So I do that. No one will ever know. They'll just think I'm real clever with my bows. And that is my DIY number 3, which we will take a better look at in the final reveal. I think it came out pretty. I love those natural pumpkin picks. I got them last year and I think they're quite beautiful. There we go. All right, time for the final reveal. Once again, I want to thank Lolly from Lolly D's Creations, Katie from Lady Red Crafting, and Jackie Burns from Jackie Burns Creations for hosting this autumn inspiration. Now remember, after you see my final reveal, please comment down below of which one of my 3 crafts is your favorite. I want to thank you all for watching my video, and I hope to see you again very soon at NonnasHere. All right, Autumn Inspiration DIY number 1 was my placemat pocket of orange leaves and sunflowers. I think it came out real pretty. I'm real happy with it, and it certainly was easy to do. So that's DIY number 1. Autumn Inspiration number 2 was my tiered flower box of mini sunflowers in the yellow crates that say hello fall. And I think that came out real pretty too, done in yellow. And DIY number 3 for autumn inspiration is the vase with the yellow, bright yellow mums and the dark red mums and the beautiful natural pumpkin picks. I think that came out pretty even though the vase wasn't the color I wanted it to be. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you again at NonnasHere. Bye.